Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build Your Own X-Wing, where we are looking at issues 43 and 44 this time. As you can see, I'm not doing a face-to-face bit to the camera, purely again because I've got nothing really to talk about. Life's just been plodding on, getting back to normal after lockdown and everything. So I just thought, rather than waste your time, I'll just start cracking on by looking at what comes in these two issues. We are, of course, building more of the sublight engine for the third wing, and we start off with these pieces here. We just need to get back the piece that we finished off last time, and we get this bit here, and we want it so that it looks like a megaphone. So this part of the megaphone, the mouthpiece, is facing inwards, and it just clips into this little peg here, like so. And it just fits very nicely around there, like that. We then need to get some of these silver detailing, and how it works is they're little pistons, as you can see here, and the top end of the piston faces this way, so it just pushes in there like that. There's number one, and then we push in the second one, line up with the holes, push it in like that, and there we have the pistons in there like that. Now, of course, all of these parts are not actually going to be seen on the final thing, but it is still fun to do. You know, seeing the fans and building it so you know it is in there when it comes to it. We're just putting that aside, the part that we've already done, and we are getting these two circular bits here. Well, one is circular and one is this nice little cone piece here. Let me just zoom in just a little bit so you can see that here. We got a little notch on the circle part here, and this will match that notch there, and it just pushes in there like, ooh, like that. But now I'm in this position where, sorry about that, yeah, we were in a position there where I didn't really have the notches aligned but still pushed in. Just need to make sure I get that part in there and then that in there. It's not wanting to go in. What's going on here? Right, notch aligned. Ah, whoa, crikey, no, that was squeaky. But that is it, all in, a really tight fit. So much it squeaks. That was a horrible squeaky sound. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but yeah, that was quite gross. We then get to the fan part, and we put the fan part into these two holes here, so it's facing this peg here like so. Now this fan part, the actual blades themselves are quite loose, so make sure you don't push them in too hard. They're quite delicate, I should say, rather than quite loose, but they are quite tight, so that's why you have to push them in, but not so hard that they snap. So just put these blade parts in here like so. Right, remember that we snapped the last one. In fact, I got the snapped last one from the last wing here. But no, this one worked out right. We have the blade here, the little fan, which looks great. The turbine, I should say, rather than fan. And then this will just sit. Now, you can see we've got a little notch there on this circle part, and a little notch on the hole there, showing which way that will sit. So it will sit in there like that, and then again we just push it in and line it like that. We then have this collar piece, which will attach the same way as the other collar piece we did last time, in there like that. And that is it for issue 43, short and sweet. If you are enjoying this video, please do give it a like. Leaving a like on this video helps me out, helps the channel out, helps out a lot. So thank you very much for doing that. So we are moving on now to issue 44, and the first thing we need to do is build the casing for this. So we have this part here full of holes again, and we also have all the connecting parts in this little section here. So I'm just going to speed it up. And there we have it all done. And the reason I sped it up is, again, I don't have that much to talk about at the moment. It's just been business as usual with work. Kids are now back at school, and so, but that is the pieces all done, and it looks really nice. All this texture is all very, very lovely. We then flip it around. We don't yet put that part in because there is still more to do for the sublight engine. We need to actually add the parts so that it all lights up. It starts off with this see-through part here. You'll notice there's a notch just at the bottom there. We need to get this part here. This clip needs to face opposite the notch, and then it just pegs into 4 little tiny holes just there, like that. There's no real clicking. It does, oh, and maybe there is. It does click in like that. And then we need to get the back part of the engine, and we need to get it so the notch is ready for the little notch there, and we just push that in there as flat as possible, like that. Oh, I've done it wrong, sorry. That's my fault. The lens needs to face outwards. Let's all come off. Remember, I make mistakes so you don't have to. So let's try this again. Notch. Notch. In there we go. It needs to be... Oh wow, this is not going to go on. Be right back. Weird. It's now going on just fine. I'm sure someone out there will tell me what I was doing wrong. But anyway, it just sits in there. Make sure we push it down so it is flat all the way along. There we go. That is flat against there now. Good, good, good. We then put this aside and we bring in this reflective part and the bulb. And we've done this obviously twice already. This is the 3rd time. You just push the bulb into that part there. This part will reflect all of that gorgeous red light. We then need to bend it so that it is bending away from this little notched part here. So I hate bending this because it feels like I'm breaking everything, but no, that's why the instructions say bend it so it looks like that, away from the notch. And then we need to get the part with the fan, and we thread it through this hole, the furthest hole down, just here. In it goes, and the label as well. And thread it up. Oop, I haven't fully unfurled it properly yet. There we go. Thread it up, and then thread it back down into this hole here. And the label, come on label, like that. So it's looking like that at this stage. We need to feed the wire through as much as we can. And then we need to get it, this part, so it is facing this way. This hole here is where the wire will go through. So again, we just fed it through and the label like that. Feed it through, feed it through. You'll see there's 2 little pegs there for these holes. And this part here, now I never can get this fully right. It says press in face first, but then I have to get the notch in. Oh, okay, I see, it's this way around. So let's put this reflector in now, like so. And then we'll know when all of the parts line up. Actually, oh, it is held in there tight, which is good. But I think you put these parts on, peg in, lovely. The wire needs to go in the middle there, like that. Feed it through, there we go. And then push this part snugly in, like that. Aha, look at that. Hey, I think this is working. I think this is working out all right. Yeah, so we push that through. It's the opposite end to the notch, that goes in on this one. And then we bring back what we have already done, which is here. You'll see that there is a notch, a gap here with a slight sticking out part of plastic, which will fit into this notch. So we'll just line it up like that, push everything down so it's together, push, push. We've got the wire coming out there, looking lovely. We then need to get this part to the back end, and we need to get the same notch that we were looking at before, and it goes along this part here to make sure this is all nicely sealed up. Really push that down. Oh, hold on, I've got a problem here. Okay, that part just popped out, so I've reattached that. And let's get this lined up again. So hopefully this should fit in now. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Lovely. Looking very nice. And then to stop this gapping on this part, we just have this connecting part here. Is that part meant to stick out that much? I don't think this part's meant to stick out that much at all. Oh, hold on, 2 seconds. Okay, I had this megaphone piece in wrong. It fits in that way, so it is flush. It doesn't stick out. That is completely my fault. Remember, I do it so you don't have to. So let's line all this up again. Okay, lovely. Let's line this part back up. You can see actually the paint rub of where I've taken it off. Shows you how tight it is. Line it up, there we go. Push that on, and then this collar part does fit nicely over there. Like that. And that is all flush there. And that is all secure, all looking great. Now there's only one thing left to do on this part, or with this part I should say, in this issue, these two issues, and that is test that the bulb is working. So if we just push that in there, and yeah, it is looking lovely. There's that orange torch light again, looking very, very cool indeed. The third engine, or the sublight engine, the light up part, all done. I hope that they are this, hope it is this bright when it actually comes down to the final model, and you take away all the things like you know, the battery power being shared out through the whole model. I still hope that it is strong enough to be this bright, because it is lovely. It is lovely. A nice little torch there. And it is with this torch that I will end this issue. You can't really see it. There we go. There you go. Some art there. Some X-Wing art. I don't really know what I'm doing. But that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for the suggestions on the video, the last video, about what I can do to kind of fill the gaps of the channel. I might do kind of a breakdown of the stuff in the man cave. If you are interested, leave a like on this video and leave a comment down below saying I'd like to see that and what you would like to see. I've got Power Rangers stuff. I've got Marvel Legends. I have some Marvel statues. I have Thunderbird stuff. I have Doctor Who stuff. I have Assassin's Creed stuff. So if any of those take your fancy, you want to look at a bit more. I've also got loads of comics if you want to do comic reviews. Just let me know. Just let me know what you would like to see on this channel. Got a few customs of Marvel Legends as well. I'm currently working on this creature here, which is the arch nemesis of Spider-Ham, for those who have seen Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I'm talking more at the end of this video than I did at the start. Maybe I should save this for the start. But thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Now, at the moment, I only have one issue. I have been charged for the next delivery, so it should be with me in 2 weeks' time. But if not, it'll only be the one issue. But either way, I'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the next X-Wing build video. So until then, guys, keep safe, keep distracted, take care, bye-bye.